Hello, and welcome to The Big Question, the show where we discuss the important choices we face in life. I'm your host, Sarah. Today, we're talking about a topic that affects nearly everyone. Is it better to rent or to own a home? It's a huge financial and personal decision, with strong arguments on both sides. To help us understand the options, we have two experts with us today. Welcome, Maria, a real estate agent who believes in the power of homeownership.
Hello, Sarah. It's great to be here, and I'm looking forward to our conversation.
And welcome, Leo, a financial advisor who sees many benefits in renting.
Thanks for having me, Sarah. It's an important topic to discuss.
Throughout our discussion, we hope to give you, our listeners, a clearer view of both sides. Let's begin. Maria, let's start with you. For many people, owning a home is a major life goal. Why do you believe it's the better choice?
Thank you, Sarah. For me, the answer is about building a secure future and investing in yourself. When you pay rent to a landlord, that money is gone forever. You're paying for someone else's property and making them richer. However, when you make a monthly mortgage payment, you're investing in your own future. A part of every payment builds your equity, which is your ownership of the home. It's like a savings account that you also get to live in. Over time, as you pay more of your mortgage and as the property value increases, your wealth grows. Another important point is stability. When you own your home, you have a permanent place. A landlord can't suddenly decide to sell the property from under you, forcing you to move. They also can't increase your rent by a large amount, with very little notice. This stability is wonderful, especially for families who want their children to grow up in a consistent, familiar environment. It allows you to become part of a community, to know your neighbors, and to feel that you truly belong somewhere. Finally, let's talk about freedom. Your home is your space. You are the king or queen of your castle. Do you want to paint the living room bright yellow? You can. Do you want to knock down a wall to create an open kitchen? You can. Do you want to plant a beautiful garden in the backyard? Or get a dog? Or maybe 2 dogs? You don't need to ask for permission. You have the freedom to make the space truly yours, to reflect your personality and your lifestyle. While buying a home is a big step, it's an investment in long-term happiness, financial security, and personal freedom. It's the foundation for your future.
Thank you, Maria. A very strong and passionate case for ownership. Now, Leo, you have a different perspective. Why do you think renting is the smarter option for many people in today's world?
Thanks, Sarah. I agree that owning a home is a nice dream, but I believe we need to be realistic and practical about the world we live in now. The biggest advantage of renting is flexibility. Our lives change more often now than ever before. We might get a fantastic new job offer in a different city, or we might want to move closer to family. Renting allows you to adapt to these life changes quickly and easily. If you need to move, you simply give your notice, usually 30 or 60 days. When you own a house, moving is a long, complicated, and expensive process. You have to find a real estate agent, prepare the house for sale, and then wait for a buyer, which can take months or even years in a slow market. Next, let's talk about the money, because the costs of owning are much higher than people think. Maria mentioned mortgage payments, but she didn't mention the huge down payment you need to buy a house. This is often 20% of the home's price. For an average house, that can be tens of thousands of dollars that most people don't have saved. Renting doesn't require that. You just need a security deposit, which is much smaller, and you usually get it back. Also, owning a home has many hidden costs: property taxes, home insurance, and the most expensive one, maintenance and repairs. When the roof leaks, the air conditioner stops working, or the water heater breaks, that's thousands of dollars out of your pocket right now. As a renter, you just call the landlord. It's their problem to fix, and their money, not yours. This leads to my final point. All the money you're not spending on a down payment and repairs can be invested in other ways. You could put that money into the stock market or other investments that could grow much faster than the value of a house. Renting isn't throwing money away. It's paying for flexibility and peace of mind, while allowing you to build wealth in a different, often more effective way.
Thank you both for those clear arguments. Let's dig a little deeper into the financial side, as this is a key factor for our listeners. Maria, you talked about building equity as a form of investment. Leo, you suggested investing in the stock market instead. Leo, a house is a physical thing you can see and touch. Isn't that a safer investment than the stock market, which can be unpredictable and feel abstract to many people?
That's a very common belief, but it's a dangerous one. It's not always true that a house is safer. The value of a house can go down, just like stocks. Many people learned this the hard way in the 2008 financial crisis. Some people lost their homes because they owed more on their mortgage than the house was worth. Also, a house is not a liquid asset. This is a very important concept. Liquid means you can turn it into cash quickly. If you have a sudden medical emergency or lose your job, you need cash fast. You can't just sell one bedroom or the bathroom to get money. You have to sell the whole house, which takes a lot of time. With stocks, you can sell your shares in minutes from your phone and have the money in your bank account in a few days. The argument that renters are not disciplined enough to invest is also a bit weak in today's world. Many modern tools and apps make it very easy for anyone to invest small amounts of money regularly, even automatically.
I have to disagree there, Leo. While the stock market can be a good tool, you're comparing a high-risk strategy with a very stable one. Yes, property values can go down temporarily, but over the long term, real estate has consistently been one of the most stable and reliable investments for centuries. And I think Leo is underestimating the importance of discipline. It's not about being weak, it's about being human. Most people who have extra money at the end of the month will spend it on a holiday, a new car, or other things. They won't consistently invest it. A mortgage is a kind of forced savings plan. It's an automatic, non-negotiable payment that forces you to build equity every single month. For the average person, this is a much more reliable and realistic way to build wealth over 30 years than trying to play the stock market. You get a place to live and a growing investment at the same time. You can't live inside your stock portfolio.
Let's move from the financial side to the lifestyle. Because a home is more than just a number on a spreadsheet. Leo, you praised the flexibility of renting. Maria, you highlighted the stability of owning. Maria, what do you say to someone who feels that a 30-year mortgage is like a prison, tying them to one place and one job for decades?
I understand that feeling, especially for younger people, but I see it differently. It's not a prison, it's an anchor. Having a home base doesn't mean you can't travel or have new experiences. In fact, it can make it easier. It means you have a secure, comfortable place to return to. This feeling of putting down roots is very important for our mental well-being. It helps us build strong connections with neighbors and feel like part of a local community. That's something renters often miss out on. Also, the freedom within the home is something you can never have as a renter. Leo calls the costs of maintenance a burden, but I call it an investment. You can't make improvements to a rental property, but any money you spend improving your own home, like a new kitchen, can increase its value. So when you sell, you get that money back, and often more. That's a win-win.
I think the freedom Maria talks about comes at a very high price, and that price is your free time and your peace of mind. When you own a home, your weekends are no longer just for relaxing, seeing friends, or pursuing hobbies. They're for fixing the fence, cutting the grass, cleaning the gutters, or dealing with an unexpected and expensive problem. This is a constant source of stress and work. It's like having a second job that you have to pay for. As a renter, your time is your own. If the dishwasher breaks, you send a text message. If the garden looks messy, it's not your responsibility. All that maintenance is someone else's job. To me, that is true freedom. It's the freedom to enjoy your life without the constant burden and worry of maintaining a large, expensive property. You can live in a beautiful, well-maintained place without it taking over your entire life.
We're almost out of time. This has been a fascinating discussion. Leo, can you give us a brief summary of your position?
Of course. Renting is a smart, modern choice for a modern life. It's not a failure to buy a house. Not at all. It's a decision to buy something else. Flexibility, lower stress, and financial freedom. It allows you to live where you want, move when your life changes, and avoid the huge, unexpected costs of homeownership. Before you decide, think about the life you truly want to live. If that life is full of change, travel, and free weekends, then renting is probably the right choice for you.
And Maria, your final thoughts for our listeners?
Owning a home is about more than just money or convenience. It's about building a life. It is a powerful investment in your long-term stability and happiness. Each month, you're building something that belongs to you, a real asset for your future. It provides a secure place for you and your family, a connection to a community, and the freedom to create a space that is truly your own. The challenges of buying a home are temporary, but the rewards of security, pride, and a valuable asset can last a lifetime.
Maria and Leo, thank you both for sharing your excellent and very different perspectives today. It's clear there is no single right answer for everyone. The best choice depends on your personal finances, your career, your family, and your goals for the future. Thanks for listening to The Big Question. Join us next time for another discussion.